sense. You're asleep, so it does. Oh, okay.
Okay. Goodness! I must have dozed off. No wonder, the atmosphere is so relaxing, it's hard not to sleep. Does this mean the voice of the fairies was just a dream? Maybe. Well, even the fairies themselves admitted that I was dreaming. Can a dream know it's just a dream? But it felt real enough, and the gifts I have left have disappeared.
Wait, can a dream know it's a dream?
I don't know.
What?
But I think
Must have been real.
I think the squirrels that I punched, they just went to the bouquet of flowers and just took it as an apology and just left with it. I didn't exactly. Ow! Fuck! Ow! Sorry. I'm fine. I didn't feel exactly like a dream. There was something very tangible about it in a strange way. I should probably be more scared than I am, but I feel wonderful. Maybe I should ask Madame Ged about this when I get the chance. She seems knowledgeable about things like this. She's a witch after all. You're a wizard, Ged. I have to go though. The sun is already setting and it seems I slept for quite a long time. It's time to go home. I don't want to give my sisters a reason to worry. They wouldn't worry. Or be satisfied.
I like how at first she's like, oh, I have time. I can do whatever I want in town.
Mm-hmm.
And then after doing like 2 things, I should probably hurry home. I only have time for one more thing.
Yeah.
And then she just falls asleep for 2 hours.
Actually, this is one of the better dating sim things that I've actually seen.
It is pretty good.
I don't know if I'd call this a dating sim, but...
It's not
Yeah.
really.
But I actually do like this.
The art's
Yeah, no,
really nice.
it's really
and the
good.
storyline's mildly interesting.
Yeah.
Home sweet home. I used to love returning home when my father was alive. I miss sharing the events of the day with him.
Just gonna bring that up every 2 seconds.
Yeah. Now it just seems like a grim prison and my parole has just been revoked. All she does is like complain though. Not to mention I'm probably up for a long time with the jailer, seeing how late it is. You're back, safe and sound too, with no
Oh.
sign of having been attacked by robbers. Oh, what?
That was me.
Oh, I'm sorry, speak up!
You're back, safe and sound too, with no sign of having been attacked by robbers, wolves, or some such.
Wait, she actually cares?
I'm excited. Though I probably shouldn't be surprised that they didn't want you either.
Huh.
Jeez.
Sophia, charming as always. I kind of expected Glory to be here and try to reprimand me. It didn't seem like her to just let such a breach of rules slip without a word.
Now she's in the back room doing so much things.
I totally drugged her dinner. It seems strange, doesn't it? I'm surprised as you are. I thought there was nothing as important for her as taking any chances she has to mimic Mom's contempt. I can talk. Oh, I can imagine it already. If Mom was here, she would tell you you should have a stick up your derriere like I do. Pleasant.
You're awful. And more importantly, off the point. What happened with Gloria?
I don't know. She didn't seem that angry. More like sad, really. Both mean that she's not well at all, so I'm content either way.
Still, I wonder what could throw Gloria off her high horse and out of that annoying Carmosa pose, for that matter. Did something happen in the house today?
Well, I told you I drugged her food. Dinner was burned a bit, so Gloria got her reason to shout at the servants some more.
House blew up.
That hardly sounds like a reason to get depressed, does it?
No, it does not, but a apart from that, I couldn't tell you what the reason could be. But I don't think you need to worry about her. It'll just blow over and you'll be fine. Whatever it is that's eating Gloria.
Oh god, something's eating her.
Yes.
Ah! Thank you. So, if you couldn't say what happened, does that mean you did get the chance to get out of the house?
I didn't. Sunshine, birds, and bees, and friendly people that will stab you at the moment you turn your back are not for me.
Dang.
True, though.
But I took my time of freedom to stay in my room and rest from all of this, so I saw a little of Gloria today.
You stayed in your own room the whole day? How come?
Cocaine.
Yeah!
Surely it will come as a surprise to you when I say I'm not a people person.
No, really?
I prefer to use this time for myself alone.
I just imagine fucking Gloria just in the background. No, really? Yeah, that's what you did then.
Cocaine. I used my peace and quiet to just sit and think things through, and finish a couple of things I had no chance to get around with Komosa on my back.
Things like...
Oh, that's nothing of importance.
I know it's cocaine.
Yes. At least not in comparison to the ominous discovery Gloria made this morning. Did you know she found a stain on a curtain in the hallway? That one.
Oh no!
Hard to believe, but it's true. Half of our morning and... Sorry, my throat's bothering me.
Yeah, me
Half
too.
of our morning and all of dinner conversation was about that stain being a sign of something greater. Household and lifestyle deteriorating.
Or it could be that it's pretty late.
Servants' morale and respect dropping, kingdoms falling, dark times approaching, and most of all, that stain is improper.
It's an evil stain.
So evil.
It's plotting, though, to take over the world. Well, Gloria does take house duties very seriously, but you are avoiding questions about your day.
I told you I was in my room doing cocaine. Maybe, but so are you. Surely after the whole day in town, you have loads of stories to tell.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what are you doing? Get it? No. Okay, yeah. It really was nice to get out without the feeling I need to hurry or else, and we usually have so little chance to speak to anyone outside the house. And the town looks magical in the evening. It simply doesn't go to sleep. All windows are lit, people walk the streets, if only to stroll the tavern. Have you ever been to the town past sunset?
No, I haven't. Hermosa saw it neither appropriate nor useful for her daughter to go out in the evening. But you must be exhausted.
Nah, I took a nap.
Oh.
Indeed I am. Even my small and rock-hard bed frame seems like a piece of heaven now.
You were sleeping on the floor of the forest, so, I won't stop you from reuniting with your bed of rocks, then.
Yeah, but even that forest floor sounds better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. I prefer to be alone anyway. But do be careful. Those bedbugs can get really big and eat you alive if you let them. Everything is possible in the fairyland you seem to live in, princess.
Is that what eating Gloria?
Yes.
I wish you well too, Sophia. Good night. Oh.
Cinders, are you awake?
I'm awake. I'll be right there. I'll get to work in a minute.
No, it's not about that. I just need to talk to you.
You're not getting my crack. Alright, Gloria, what is it? It's so important you have to speak with me at this hour.
At this hour? You mean noon?
Yes!
Every day.
I wanted to speak with you about the way you've been behaving these past few days.
Oh, screw you. Now go. There goes my nice morning, or afternoon.
Listen, I realize we were never really on the best of terms, but what has been going on recently is something new indeed. If you really think that I will turn a blind eye on all your childish, what?
Ego. I
Ego-
think it's supposed to be egotistic.
Yeah, all your childish, egotistic exploits, then you need to think again.
What are you talking about, Gloria? I didn't do anything.
I would just like to point out that that was the wrong form of Dan.
Oh, and you didn't do anything outright destructive? You are far too smart for that. But do you think I haven't noticed all the little jabs at me? You take every opportunity to undermine my efforts and make my life harder. Really, I don't know what's happening to you, Cinders. You think I'm stupid or that I don't have any feelings? I'm trying to understand you, I really am, but it seems like you are reveling in this chaos you are creating, as if you wanted things to fall apart. Despite the efforts of all those who want to keep things together.
This is where we differ, Gloria. True, our relationship was never civil, but I think I'm beginning to understand why. We may be a family, but we are not alike. All I'm trying to do is survive in this madhouse as unscathed as possible. What seems like chaos to you is freedom for me. Besides, let's face it, Gloria, things are already broken. Only Carmosa and you are still pretending that you can't glue them back together like some ugly heirloom everybody hates.
Typical answer of an angry child. Do you even realize that you have managed to describe the house, all of us, as if it was all about you? It is such a shame that Mother taught me so well about the importance of family. It must have made me naive. Because I still have hope that you will mature on one day.
Excuse me, mature?
Yes, become an adult, a person who is able to grasp the larger picture, go beyond one's own interests. Also, someone who can sacrifice personal happiness for the greater good of the house, if it is necessary. I don't deny that it can be difficult at times, but we are not children anymore. We must realize how we all depend on Carmosa and support her in any way we can.
I see. Well, it certainly doesn't play very well and with my idea of maturity, especially that part of it about supporting Carmosa.
Of course you would say that. Just like you, Mother can be a difficult person to get along with, I admit. But her intentions are good. Think about the way she is putting all her strength into giving us a good life. And if you still doubt her, try imagining our lives without her.
Don't mind if I do.
How long do you think this house would last with her gone? You must understand she won't be here to care for us forever. And I can't do it alone, Cinders. I need your support.
What about Sophia?
Honestly, I get her point, though.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Alright, I see your point. As much as I hate to accept it, I think I can agree with at least part of what you're saying. Of course, Carmosa means well. It's her house, and we're her daughters after all. At least you are. It's her actions, not her intentions, that I have trouble with understanding. But maybe not anymore. Perhaps we're more alike than I've imagined. We're survivors doing what's necessary to cope with the situation we've been presented with.
Such insights give you credit, Cinders. They tend to come with age.
If that's true, then Carmosa must be really old, and her sight is completely different from mine. That would explain some things which... Maybe she is a victim of harsh circumstances. Maybe she did have to struggle all this time. And yes, maybe I can really imagine what she went through. But think about the woman she became. A black widow, so spiteful that she hurts her own children.
But Cinders,
Please, let me finish, Gloria. With all the pain she suffered, there was a lesson there that she missed. Sometimes being nice to people around you can make all the difference in the world. She has no right whatsoever to turn our lives into hell, Gloria, and you know it.
she is how she is, Cinders. She is doing her best to manage everything, and it is a great burden. She can be terrible, but only because life can be terrible to her. You surely don't intend to change her now.
Oh yes, no doubt about that. I'm not talking about changing her arachnid nature. I'm talking about changing ours. She could certainly use some improvement in our natures, you know.
This picture you are painting in front of my eyes seems pleasant, but also not very realistic. It requires one thing which we do not have, mutual agreement. And we will not have that as long as we are not of one mind. That is, as long as Sophia keeps up her silly act.
Gloria, I doubt that it is Sophia who we should be worrying about in this situation. I'm having trouble picturing her opposed to anything that would bring us more freedom than from Carmosa. No, Gloria, it's you. You are the unknown in this equation. We can't be sure about your loyalties.
Now this is something I didn't expect. You behaving just like Sophia. It would seem that you two have much more in common than meets the eye. You both prefer to spend your time criticizing me rather than trying to contribute. You could be helping me, helping us somehow. How can we understand each other if you do not even try?
Then maybe you should stop whining about being criticized and start listening. How exactly did you try to communicate with Sophia? How much effort did you put into it? Correct me if I'm wrong, but Sophia isn't exactly the happiest girl in the world. She is broken, deeply wounded by the hate that you and Carmosa poured into her through the years. Her bitterness and armor of cynicism are like a cry for help. If only you could give her any credit, any recognition, then maybe she'd be willing to help you.
She hardly seems interested in...
Let me finish before you judge her with your usual presumptions. Tell me this. When was the last time you actually talked with her?
Do not be ridiculous, Cinders. I spoke with her as recently as yesterday.
I don't mean commenting on house affairs, managing chores, but actually talking like sisters. You do remember that you two are sisters, right? Or is family only important to you if it allows you to put blame on other people?
Alright. I see where this is going. Fine, I am not really certain when it happened, but we did lose our connection. She seems so alien now. I catch myself thinking about her like a stranger. Her face is like a mask shielding her thoughts from me. I agree that it is unfortunate, and it isn't only Sophia's fault that we grew apart. Maybe we could work on changing that.
You may be thinking that I'm telling you this to criticize you, but I'm not. All I want is to hear you say things like this, so that we can stop hurting each other all the time. It is the only reasonable thing to do. And you are always the most reasonable one, so it's good that you are willing to give it a try. And so you recognize it. Oh wait, that's you.
And so you recognize it as well. I am the most reasonable. And I am the only one here that actually does anything to keep up the house.
That might be just a bit of an overstatement, Gloria. Each one of us puts some work into how this place works. For better or for worse. We just have different perspectives, and so we give different kind of input, but...
I surely realize how naive that sounds. It is something one might say to a slow child to spare its feelings. I have tried to help you both understand the importance of Carmosa's rules, and yet I seem to be the only one capable of understanding the requirements to keep a proper household.
Cinder makes dinner literally like every night.
Yeah.
Will nobody ever learn? How long am I supposed to guide you and work alone against the laziness and stupidity of others?
Hasn't it ever occurred to you that you might not have all the answers? Because that's the root of the problem, right there. You try to be our teacher, our disciplinarian. You have no knowledge that we lack, nor a higher status, and you are not our mother. Stop trying to imitate Carmosa. Is this how you think a sister should act?
How should I know? Do any of you act like one towards me?
Reason with her?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with reason.
Yeah! Oh, such debate skills you have. Attacking me as a person clearly proves that you are the reasonable and logical one.
I am not the one at fault here.
You are not the only one at fault here. We all are. Reason dictates that all the sides of conflict contribute to its current state, and so we all did.
Let us assume that is correct. What would you propose then?
We all get high on crack.
Yep.
Alright then.
Then Sophia and I would have... Then Sophia and I would have to admit we were wrong to attack you and hinder your efforts to take care of the house.
Oh, so true.
You, on the other hand, would have to admit that you blindly mimicked Carmosa rather than using your own reason and abilities to best take care of the house. We all need to change our ways. If things are to improve, blame is not important. Refraining from our old habits and working together is.
That does conjure up a good image. I think I would like some such change. One thing though. Do you really think I mimic Carmosa?
Gloria, would you please stop for a second to think and answer one simple question truthfully?
And what question might that be?
What do you like to do? And no, I don't mean something that you feel obligated to do, not a chore, necessity, or an assignment. What do you like to do? What makes you happy? What do you do just for yourself and nobody else?
Such a long exchange.
Yeah.
But
Oh, yeah. What are your goals? Where do you see yourself in the future? What will you do when Carmosa's not here and you are able to move on? Where do you want to go?
just imagine her violently shaking Gloria.
What do you want to do with your life?
I do not know. I just want to make everything better. This house should work as intended, and it should do so because of me. I want to make everyone happy and keep it all together.
Fine. When you accomplish that, what then? Imagine. The house is running smoothly, Carmosa is proud of you and relaxed. All tasks complete. What would you do with all your free time then?
I do not know what to say. Indeed, such a situation seems highly unlikely to occur, so I've not given it any thought.
Who are you? What do you know about yourself?
Why are you in my room?
Why are you in my
I
bathroom?
do not know. I do not know why you were so mean to me. All I did was come here with an open mind to talk to you. Talk to you.